It's the radio segment that has major crush right now on Pete Davidson.
Oh, join the club.
Don't we all?
But he already dated Kanye and hooked up with Kim K. So talk about an awkward love square.
Yeah, it's going to be fun on Twitter.
It's Laser Stories, the segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we have a laser, and those other snitches just don't. This first Laser Story is out of Columbus, Ohio. Joel Morton Wilson walked out of work and couldn't believe his eyes. His car was missing from the Ohio Stadium West lot.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God.
That would be terrible. I mean, I would automatically just assume it's my fault.
Yeah, you forgot where you parked it.
Yeah, or did
Yeah.
I not turn the e-brake on? Did it roll down a hill?
You're right, I would too, yeah.
He immediately pulled out his phone and called 911. And while he was talking with authorities reporting the theft, he turned his back for just a few seconds. And that's when the improbable happened. His own car hit him.
What?
Turns out his car was about 15 feet away, and the people who'd stolen it were able to turn on the ignition because his wireless key fob was close enough. And that's when they accelerated at about 25 miles per hour and caught Joel in the head and shoulder.
Oh, my God. I was like, these new Teslas get mad?
But the thieves weren't done. Once Joel hit the deck, they turned the car back around and tried to run over him again.
Ain't nobody got
time for that.
Oh, my
Maybe he was just trying to get closer because when the fob is out of the car, it starts to beep at you.
Yeah.
No?
Luckily
That's
for him,
terrible.
the car's tire was flat after attempting to jump the curb, and Joel had just enough time to get out of the way.
Oh,
You
my
got some
God.
big testicles to pull this off, bro.
Yeah.
The criminals tried to speed off, but couldn't make it very far with the flat tire. The police were able to track him down and make an arrest.
Good.
As for Joel, he somehow escaped with only minor injuries, and he's working with his insurance company to assess the damage.
Yeah, how do you explain that to your insurance agent?
It's
so
tough.
I got hit by my own car.
Yeah.
Like, we don't cover that.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to look it up. Like, we
messy.
don't.
This next laser story is out of the second happiest place on Earth.
Oh.
Now, your friend who's way too into Disney is about to lose their mind because the Big Mouse House just announced plans to start building housing communities for people who want to be inundated with Disney 24/7.
Oh,
You can
my
actually
gosh.
live at Disney now, essentially?
They're special communities. They're calling them story living.
Wow.
Does that mean you might wake up one morning to Donald Duck mowing your lawn?
Oh,
I
well,
hope.
or does it just mean you can also walk around without pants and nobody judges you?
Maybe. Or you're drinking coffee at the kitchen table while watching Goofy get his head stuck in your mailbox.
Oh.
You might wish that, but
Yeah.
Disney says it's supposed to be more like a normal town. The
Oh.
first one's being built outside Palm Springs, because Walt Disney used to vacation a lot there.
Uh-huh.
It'll have a town center with shops and restaurants, a park, a lake with water sports, plus entertainment, including live Disney shows.
Sounds great.
Does anyone else feel like it's like, remember that Jim Carrey movie where he was stuck inside the bubble and he didn't know he lived in the bubble?
Truman Show?
The Truman Show. That's what this feels like to me.
I don't think they're going to have cameras filming everything,
You
hopefully.
don't. They
Well,
don't
it's
tell
Disney.
you know?
Yeah. All of a sudden, you look on a Disney Plus. It's like, wait a minute, that's me.
The website says each community will be managed by Disney cast members.
A what? Oh,
It's not really
Wicked
clear
Witch.
what that means, but
So your HOA could literally be the Wicked Witch.
yeah, I'm picturing Minnie Mouse as mayor.
Okay.
And they're idiots if they don't make Woody from Toy Story the sheriff.
Well,
Right?
I mean,
Like, imagine getting pulled over for a DUI by Woody. Well, howdy, partner. Why don't you mind stepping out of the car and doing a little dance to see if you're sober there? So they're planning 2 more locations in the U.S., but they haven't said where yet.
whoa.
So the plan is to go nationwide with this.
Well,
Okay.
my mom's a huge Disney fan, so Mom, if you're listening, I'm putting you in a home.
A Disney home.
A Disney
Yeah.
home. Oh, wait.
It
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
it
Disney
nicer.
home.
Yeah. This next laser story is out of Highest Bidder Headquarters.
Ooh, auction.
An old rusted dog shed from Costa Rica is being auctioned off online. And if you're wondering why, it did not belong to some famous dog or owner, never got featured in a movie, and probably cost somewhere around $10 in scrap metal roofing.
Did someone
Okay.
did someone just call it art and that was about it?
What makes it so valuable? The hole in its roof.
What?
The structure is the former home to a German shepherd named Rocky that was hit by a meteorite on April 23rd, 2019. It
His
happened.
name happened to be Rocky, got hit by a sky
It is
rock.
ironic.
It happened
You know, it's like, why couldn't they have named me Cotton Ball?
at 9:07 p.m. and it did quite a bit of damage to the roof while narrowly missing Rocky inside.
Good.
God.
Yeah.
And now the structure is up for auction by Christie's.
Whoa, that's fancy.
The highest bidder's only going to get the doghouse. The meteorite will be sold separately.
Okay.
Okay.
How much are we talking? For a doghouse with a hole in the roof?
Well, because it's one of the most common and most researched types, the meteorite's not worth as much as the doghouse is.
Shut
Seriously?
up. I thought it would be the other way around.
The space rock will go for around $60,000. But Rocky's
lot.
doghouse is already getting bids north of $300,000.
I don't get it.
Real estate's so high that even doghouses are.
And this isn't the first item hit by a meteorite that went for big bucks. A mailbox that got ripped from its post in Georgia fetched $83,000 at an auction in 2007.
Is anyone else wishing a meteorite hit their house? Is it,
Honestly.
And everyone's safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of magnets up on top of your roof. And then there was a Chevy Malibu that got hit by a meteorite, sold for $230,000 in 2010.
gosh.
Gosh.
Okay, I have a question. The rich people that are buying these, where do you put it? Like,
I
is it
know.
like in your
they're
living
like-
room? I have like a damaged post.
We
a
want
good
to
point.
buy something broken because we don't know what that looks like.
yeah.
Is it like a
Where-
fixer-upper type project?
Yeah.
Can you turn it and resell the doghouse for more money?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Let's go to the next laser story. This one out of the world of grumbly tummies.
That's me right now.
Are you a midnight snacker like me?
No.
Well,
Are you?
I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm normally asleep at
I
midnight.
don't, yeah.
This could help you avoid some of the guilt, because recently a bunch of nutritionists weighed in to name the best foods to eat if you're hungry before bed.
I do always
I
eat
eat,
right before bed.
I eat
Me
before
too.
bed. I just don't get up and
I
then
was
do it again.
kind of hoping a sleeve of Chips Ahoy would make the list,
No.
but sadly it did not.
That's interesting.
Some of these options aren't too bad, though. Here's their top 5 healthy options. Number 5 is peanut butter, but on a rice cake.
Yeah. Those are good.
I worked with a nutritionist who had me eat those for a while.
Yeah, I like
So-
You
it.
don't sound happy. It's like
It's
all
just
runners
so
eat.
dry.
Yeah. It has to
I
be
like it.
natural peanut butter,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
loaded with extra sugar. So a big spoonful of Jif doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the natural stuff.
Yeah, it's good
Except for
too.
when you have to store it.
Number 4 is Greek yogurt with berries and almonds.
Creamy.
There's
That's
protein in the
delicious.
yogurt, carbs in the berries, and fat in the almonds.
Okay.
And those 3 things all together are a good thing.
All right.
Number 3, a banana.
It's kind of boring right before bed.
Yeah.
But potassium is a natural muscle relaxant. There's also a little tryptophan in there, so go nuts, right?
Oh.
Go nuts on that banana.
Okay.
Speaking of nuts, number 2 is chocolate-covered nuts.
Finally, some
Now-
chocolate.
Let's
Now
go.
we're talking. I love this.
It has to be dark chocolate, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
And also, don't eat too many because there's caffeine in dark chocolate.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And finally, the number 1 late-night snack that'll put you to sleep is
Ice cream.
walnuts.
These nuts. These nuts. Got you, big setup. Yeah. Control us.
That was what this entire Laser Stories was for, just for
did
that. Yeah. So, walnuts are filling, and they're also full of nutrients.
Yeah.
Can we like
just kinda
do?
boring.
Yeah, put them on something.
Well, no,
like
they-
in banana bread, we could
Oh,
talk.
that's better.
Okay,
Now we're gonna make chocolate banana bread.
I want like a big bowl of
walnuts.
cereal. I'll throw in that.
Does it change your mind if I tell you they're loaded with melatonin?
What?
No? All right. Well, speaking of walnuts, this guy's got a pair. That's Laser Stories has come to an end for
More like
today.
shell nuts.
We'll do it again same time on Friday.